Hi, welcome to day 5, our final day of the 5-day breathwork challenge for Yoga Renew. I'm Katie. Thanks so much for joining. If this is your first time tuning in and you haven't watched the previous videos, I would definitely recommend checking out the intro to the active breathwork practice. It talks more deeply about this practice, where it originates from, what's the purpose, how it can look, what might come up. Just provides a lot of information that I won't necessarily be getting into today, since today is our last day together and we'll be focused on our longest practice yet. So if you have a few moments, please go ahead and check that out. And we're gonna get started. So again, we're only breathing through the mouth, into the belly, into the chest, out through the mouth, belly, chest, exhale, belly, chest, exhale. In an effort to move the concentration of the breath away from the brain into the body, we're trying to quiet the ego, the voice, the voices, whatever's going on up here, to tap into our body intelligence. Our body is actually where we store the experiences of tension, stress, trauma, limiting beliefs. It's where we really feel the emotion, the physical sensation. So this work is all about moving those things up and out with breath, a little bit of sound, so we can make more space for ourselves, our connection to ourself, source, the universe, God, whomever, whatever you believe in. Normally, I recommend that we do this work flat on our back, just to keep the breath passageways as open as possible. But if you have any back pain or physical pain or injury, please prop yourself up as needed with a pillow, under the neck, shoulders, under the knees, a bolster, whatever you have, whatever is going to make you feel most comfortable and safe. That's what I would love for you to do. I've also provided a playlist below specifically for this practice. Sometimes that music can be a great support. Normally in person when we do this work, we do it to music. So feel free to access that playlist below or put on your own music for the duration of our time together. I won't be breathing with you every step of the way. Your job is to just focus on that 3-part breath, create some space for some sound and a little bit of movement when I cue it. All you need to do is focus on the belly, chest, exhale style of breathing. I will breathe for the first minute or two with you, but then I'll kind of drop out, share some mantras, hold the space, guide you through, be a witness to your personal experience, your emotions that come up, your physical sensations that arise, whatever's going on for you, for the group, whoever's doing this today. So if you hear me drop out of the breath, all you need to do is keep on breathing. So we're gonna get ready to get started. So coming into a place that feels best and right for you, laying down on a yoga mat, on your bed, your couch. Ideally, you do this in a space where you have some privacy, so you can really drop in and let go without worry of what's going on around you. Sometimes it's nice to start with a blanket on, as temperatures can fluctuate. So if you have one nearby or a pillow, I definitely grab those things. I like to do this work with my eyes closed, even when I'm guiding you through here. But if you prefer to have your eyes open, just hold them open with a gentle, soft gaze, whatever feels best and right for you. Right now, we're just breathing as we normally would, in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the nose. Whatever your normal breathing pattern is, we're just coming back into our own energy, coming into our body. Maybe this is the first time you've really had today to be with you. So just allowing yourself to drop in. And inviting any bits of energy into your space that may have been scattered throughout the day, the week, with a partner, at work, in the grocery store, in the subway, the highway, wherever you're at. Anything you want to work with today, anything you're looking to let go of or call in, just inviting it into your space. And if you've done all 5 days of this challenge, you may already be anticipating what can happen, what might come up for you. And as best you can, just starting to really drop out of the mind, tap into the body, that trust, that connection. Activating the feeling body, not the thinking brain, as much as we can. Every experience of this work is different. No two sessions or practices are the same. So just trusting that whatever comes up, you can handle it. You're safe. The more grounded you are, the more freeing and easier this work can feel. So allowing yourself to ground in whatever way feels best for you. Feeling your body being supported by the bed, the yoga mat. Maybe you start with knees bent, feet on the ground or surface wherever you're lying down. And I'm going to ask that you go ahead and set an intention for this practice today, whatever that may be. Could be simple as presence, release, creating more space for connection, or something more personal to whatever you're going through. I'm going to set an intention for us all together, setting the intention for deeply profound and gentle experience for us all, true safety, compassion, inner knowing, allowing our work here today to be as joyful, big, cathartic, messy, freeing, empowering as it can be from moment to moment. Calling in self-love, radical self-acceptance. Okay, we're gonna get started. If it helps to have a hand on the belly, a hand on the chest, please feel free. I'm gonna start breathing with you for the first few minutes, then I'll drop out and guide you through. But again, all you need to do is focus on that breath. So we're gonna start by taking the breath into the belly, into the chest, out through the mouth, belly, chest, exhale, 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 belly, chest, exhale. And just focusing on that breath, belly, chest, exhale, belly, chest, exhale. You might already be feeling activated physically, emotionally, like I was already feeling in that first few moments here. So really focusing on the breath, allowing yourself to drop in. The pace we set is a good one, but if you need to slow it down a bit, feel free. If you find yourself focusing on the fact that you're breathing deeper into your belly than your chest, or chest and belly, try not to pay too much attention to that. That's just the ego trying to take over. Really allowing yourself to drop into the breath, drop into the pattern, belly, chest, exhale, belly, chest, exhale, belly, chest, exhale. Trusting that whatever's already coming up emotionally or physically, that you can handle it. It's coming up because you're ready to let some of it or all of it go. It's coming up because nobody knows what you need better than you. Belly, chest, exhale, keep on breathing. Even when I go quiet, I'm holding the space for you. I'm witnessing your commitment to your breath, your commitment to yourself. Belly, chest, exhale. Belly, chest, exhale. Belly, chest, exhale. If that's all you do throughout our entire practice here, that is enough. That is you committing to your own energy. That's you making space. Belly, chest, exhale. Belly, chest, exhale. And if any anxiety or fear is coming up to the surface, any feelings that you don't feel comfortable with or usually shy away from, you could put a hand on your heart space as you breathe. And just remind yourself, it's okay. I can handle it. I showed up for this today. The fear and anxiety is there, but we don't need to be ruled and controlled by it. It serves its purpose. It has a place. And even if it's just for today, we're going to see if we can override that fear and anxiety, replace it with a little bit of trust, whatever you need to support yourself through this. Belly, chest, exhale. Just keep on breathing. And some mantras that you can use during this practice, whenever you need them. I am safe in my body. I am safe in my body. It's not lost on me that for a lot of us, our body doesn't always feel like the safest place to be. So reclaiming that sense of safety with this practice, that's what this work can do. Remind you that you are safe in your body, that it's not going to kill you to feel intense feelings or the things we shy away from, that actually in order to let it go or move through it or heal some of it, we need to allow ourselves to feel it, that this is a safe space to do that. Keep focusing on that breath. Belly, chest, exhale. Belly, chest, exhale. Always coming back to it, allowing that to be your focus. Letting me support you, hold some space for you so that you can focus on that 3-part breath so that you can allow yourself to move some emotion through your body with that breath and some sound. We'll make it a few moments here. Just focusing on that breath. In the next minute or so, we're going to create some sound that will look like a big sigh. Make some sound into your hands. Yell into your hands. Yell into a pillow, a blanket. Today is day 5, our last day together. If you've been following with me along this journey, you always have permission to get wild and free. In fact, I asked you to. But really today is the day to meet yourself at the edge, to expand your window of tolerance, to show yourself just how capable you are of handling it all. So if you've been holding back with the sound throughout this challenge, or even if just today kind of terrifies you, the thought of making that kind of sound, I would invite you to lean into it a little bit more, or as much as you can. You deserve to free yourself of whatever's coming up emotionally and physically. A few more breaths here. Belly, chest, exhale. And on the count of 3, we're going to make some sound together. The sound is an opportunity, keep on breathing, an opportunity to release the fears, the anxieties, the limiting beliefs, the ideas of too muchness, too sensitive, too broken, not enough, whatever is coming up for you. Wherever you feel like you need to reclaim a deeper sense of self, where you can free yourself of some of the things that have been projected onto you, I want you to let it go with some sound on the count of 3. Out into your space, into a pillow, into your hands, a big sigh. 1, 2, 3. Inviting in some movement if you need. afraid to move your body. Don't be afraid to get a little bit more free, get a little bit more wild. A scream doesn't just have to be filled with anger or rage. It can just be a release of sound, a release of whatever emotion is coming up in the physical body. Whatever you need. The beauty of this is that if your eyes are open, you can only see what I look like. No one is watching you. No one is policing your experience. You have full permission to get as wild and free and allow yourself to release as much as you need. We are holding space for you. I am holding space for you, whatever that is. Whatever you can let go of for today is enough. And when you're ready, and only when you're ready, coming back to that breath. Belly, chest, exhale, belly, chest, exhale, belly, chest, exhale. Keep on breathing that 3-part breath. And as you breathe, seeing if you can breathe 10% deeper into the belly, 10% deeper into the chest, out through the mouth, belly, chest, exhale, belly, chest, exhale, belly, chest, exhale. And as you breathe deeper, allowing yourself to feel into those pockets of space and expansion that you have created for you just with the power of your own breath. I'm certainly not doing it. I just am holding the space, created the playlist, being a witness to all that you are committing to and showing up for. Belly, chest, exhale, feeling into where that release of sound, emotion, release of physical sensation, vibration, release of the ego, the overthinking mind, whatever it was for you, whatever it is for you, allowing yourself to really feel into that new space that you're creating for you. Focusing on the breath, always coming back to it, belly, chest, exhale. If you strayed away, that's okay. Just gently bringing yourself back. Allowing yourself to really be with the breath before we have another round of sound in a few moments here. That will look different from the scream, this big sigh, the release, whatever it was. But as you breathe, feeling into those new pockets of space and expansion for more of you. To be free of the projections, the ideas, the limiting beliefs. To allow yourself to be in your own energy. Maybe for the first time ever, and that's okay. To be in your energy in a way that feels new to you, maybe a little bit overwhelming, that's okay. This practice is a reminder of just how capable you are of handling it all. The lie that we are told or made to believe that we can't handle it, that we need to look outside of ourselves, freeing ourselves from that, or allowing ourselves to feel the support of being held in all of this emotion and sensation, allowing ourselves to be supported, trusting that we are inherently worthy of support and love and freedom, that we can handle it all, that we deserve support. Focusing on that breath. Another minute of breath here before we make some sound. Another round of sound that's going to look a little different from that first round. Another chance to get a little bit more free, wild, and this time, hopefully, have some fun. So focusing on that breath, belly, chest, exhale. Again, I'm guiding you through, and all you need to do is focus on that 3-part breath. Belly, chest, exhale. Belly, chest, exhale. This round of sound is going to be a big laugh, a release of some intentional joy, a creation of some intentional joy. And maybe if you're going through it emotionally with grief, sadness, rage, anger, whatever's coming up for you, you can't imagine inviting in a laugh. So what we're going to do is as we breathe, keep on breathing. We're going to invite a gentle smile to our face. Even if you need to plaster it on, I want you to plaster it on. This work, as much as it is about letting ourselves feel the heaviness, the dark feelings, the things we shy away from, for some of us, sometimes that is joy, that is happiness, that is love. I struggle a lot more in my life with feeling the joy and expansion and the worthiness. The darker feelings, the grief, the fear, anxiety, I know that really well. I feel comfortable in that space, and that's okay. That's just who I am. That's just where I'm at. But this work has allowed me to feel so much of the joy and freedom and love in my own body, and that I am worthy of in the world. So focusing on the breath for about 30 more seconds here. Belly, chest, exhale. Belly, chest, exhale with that smile on your face. Belly, chest, exhale. And on the count of 3, we're gonna let out a big laugh together. It might feel fake and forced at first, but if you allow yourself to really lean into it, to use the physical sensation that's coming up, even if you're experiencing some tension in your hands and your mouth, allow yourself to lean into it. It can turn into something real and freeing and fantastic. On the count of 3, we're gonna do it together. 1, 2, 3. It might feel good to let out a woohoo, a heck yes, a hell yes, wherever you're at. Woohoo! And if you're having trouble with the laugh, maybe just think about how silly it is that we hold ourselves back from feeling our feelings, that we're made to believe we can't handle it, that we get in our own way of our joy and our freedom and our happiness, and it's not always that simple, I know. But we have the power just with our own intentional breath to come back to us, to remind ourselves just how worthy we are and connect to ourselves in such a deep, intuitive way. And if you haven't already let that laugh go, letting it go. And just for a few more minutes here, 2 to 3 more minutes, coming back to that active breath. Belly, chest, exhale. Belly, chest, exhale, belly, chest, exhale. You're doing a great job. I see you. I'm a witness to you. We're holding the space together. And as you breathe, again, this time, seeing if you can breathe after a second round of sound, even deeper into the belly, deeper into the chest, feeling into those pockets of space, expansion, freedom that you are creating for you with the power of your own breath. Again, if you've strayed away from the breath, that's okay. Part of this work is resistance. Part of this work is the ego coming in and distracting us, trying to tell us we can't handle it, trying to tell us we don't want to go there, and trusting that our body will take us exactly where we need to be, that we are safe, that we are allowed to be in all the ways we need, that it is not going to kill us to feel any of this. In fact, it will free us and make more space for all the things that we want to create and feel and experience. Another minute and a half of that active breath here. As my teacher David always says, now's the time to get your money's worth. And since this is a free challenge, money is time. Time is money. So now's the time to get your time's worth, the time you've put in over the past 5 days. Really trying something new, deepening your practice, showing up even if you didn't want to. Focusing on that breath, seeing what else you can move, seeing what else you can let go of so that you can create more space for you. Feeling your feelings is an act of service. Whether that's emotion, physical sensation, there's space for it all here. "30 more seconds here. I see you. I feel you. I'm going to give you an opportunity to make some sound here if you need another round. If you just want to keep on breathing, I'll let out a big sigh. But if that active breath feels good for you, just keep on breathing. And when you're ready, and only when you're ready, letting go of that active breath, returning to a normal breathing pattern, whatever feels best and right for you. In through the nose, out through the nose, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Maybe a few deep rounds of deep inhales and exhales. Whatever feels best and right for you. Just focusing on that breath. Focusing on returning to your normal breath. And any emotion, sensation, vibration, tingling, tension, all of that will dissipate. Trusting and knowing that even if it's overwhelming or something you've never experienced before, it will dissipate. You will not be stuck that way forever, I promise you. But what I would ask or invite you to do is not rush through it, wish it away, jump into that thinking ego brain, which we all have a space for it. It keeps us safe. It's important for us to have some level of it. But for this practice, just seeing if you could stay tapped into emotion, vibration, whatever's coming up for you. Really allow yourself to live there for a few more moments. Really allow yourself to be in your energy, in this level of your energy, maybe for the first time ever. Because what this represents is your connection to yourself. What is possible when you quiet the negative self-talk, the limiting beliefs, when you let go of some of that, the ego, how you should be, how you should show up, what you should be doing, all the shoulds that we give and do to ourselves. It's letting go of the idea that you need to be anyone else but yourself, and that you can connect so deeply to yourself, your higher self, source, the universe, God, whomever, whatever you believe in, there is space for it all. Yes, this is a spiritual practice, but really it is just the ability to connect to your breath, to connect to intention, to get a little bit more free, a little bit more grounded, a little bit more connected to you, and to remind yourself that you are already whole, you are already complete, and all of the things that you so deeply desire, freedom, love, joy, expansion, you are so inherently worthy of. There's nothing to change or fix. Maybe some ideas of ourselves to let go of, some things that were projected onto us or that we've picked up along the way. But you are complete and whole as you are. There is nothing you need to do to be worthy. And I would encourage you to take as much time as you need and have at the end of this practice together to really be with yourself. Maybe that looks like journaling, a little bit more movement, trusting that even though I'm bringing you down now at the end of our practice together, that you can continue to do that you don't need me. I'm just a support. I'm just being a witness to you. But you have everything you need to really be with yourself, to trust yourself, to lean into or remember your sense of safety with you. And as we start to round out here, maybe just starting to wiggle your fingers, your toes. Get your feet on whatever surface you are on, the bed, the couch, the yoga mat. Maybe it feels good to wrap your arms around you, rock side to side. But really taking your time here to slow down, to be with you, to come back into your body and energy, continuing to take those deep inhales and exhales if you need it. And as you come back into the space, into your body, into your renewed sense of energy, reconnected sense of energy. Just a few aftercare instructions. Just by committing to this practice, you moved a lot of energy. Even if you only did the active breath work for a minute, being in this energy, sticking with it, sticking with you, being in your body. You moved a lot. So doing whatever you need to do at the end of this practice, drinking lots of water, a nourishing meal, reaching out to someone to process, reaching out to me, to us, leaving comments below, whatever you need to really come back to you, come back to your body, and hopefully feel a renewed, reconnected sense of self. And I always like to close out or start with a quote. I've peppered them into this challenge, but in my regular weekly classes or in my workshops, I always love to use quotes, and this one's from Sarah Blondin. She's a guided meditation teacher, an insight timer. I love her. And one of her quotes that she shared in one of her meditations is, "What if everything your heart was going through right now, you already knew you could handle? What if you knew that you were okay? How would your life be different?" So I just wanted to leave you with that. And a huge, big thank you to tuning in, whether you did one day, all 5 days. I'm so honored to share this work with you. It's changed my life. It's done so much for me in grief, in loss, in love of myself and others, in, like I said in this practice today, really leaning into my joy and trusting that I am worthy of all of those experiences. It's done so much for me. I hope this work that I shared with you leaves you feeling the same. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to me. You can comment below. I do teach this work often in person and virtually, so if it's something you're interested in more often, please let me know. But thank you for your trust. Thank you for your faith in me to guide you through, to hold the space, to be a witness to you, and all the work you did, because it's really all about you. I just hold the space, make the playlist. So thank you again, and I hope to see you soon.